All right. All right, welcome in. If I don't greet you, my name is Jessie. I'm an intuitive reader, and I read collective energies, divine masculine, feminine, and oh, I know what I was going to say. It's just take what resonates. So trust your own, take your own inner guidance over anything that I say. I'm trying to kind of just get an overall feel for it. Okay. All right. The masculine and the feminine side are both showing up in this wands energy. So you're dry. You're like wanting to use your drive right now. And your passion to kind of guide you. And then the star is out here too, which what I'm feeling is that it's sort of like a frustration about like struggling to like figure out what you're supposed to be doing, or like, because like our lovers is reversed over here too, and it's also with this lack of communication. So it's like there's a knowing that you need to keep, that you need to use that. If you're feeling you're fiery or you're feeling more of your life force, like using that to kind of push you to show up. And they're giving like one of the reasons that you need to keep showing up in this star energy is so that you do keep shining your light. You do keep attracting the right people. Why some of us have to like get bullied along the way and not have soul tribe, I don't know. You gave yourself a shout out by posting your name. I literally feel like I've been through hazing, and I don't like have any understanding as to why that's something that I'm having to go through. So there's this loneliness out here too with the Queen of Cups. So I think that I'm getting very much like the masculine and feminine side. So there's a matching of energy with this fire, but this loneliness is starting to get to some of us, I think. This hermit's out here too. So it's sort of like every time you feel that dip in your energy, like try to go within, try not to like be like me and question it. But let me see what else is going on. I'm getting a lot with this communication being one of the things that's a struggle. So I think that's interesting. So what I'm kind of thinking from that is that that's tying in with this hermit of like, there's some reason that we don't have understanding right now of like why some of us have been through the experiences that we have and why you haven't had people around you. And it's something about like more and more and more, the divine is like, we need you just to trust the process and to trust your inner guidance, because you wouldn't be asked to show up and do this if there weren't a reason for it. And they're like, you're gonna have to just keep like going through it right now, so that we can, like, all of the people that you don't want to have in your life, that can be like weeded out. You're standing in your stability right now with this Nine of Pentacles. I think this Seven of Cups is sort of like all of these possibilities are giving us this feeling of confusion, but they're like, if you just let that go, it'll open it up to like the possibilities that are there, instead of it feeling like it's this confusion. All right, there is justice down here, so that's a balance. Yeah, so there's been some recklessness in the energy, which is also showing up in like with Mother Nature, the way she's wilding right now. So there's impatience and illusions. I don't have more information of like why we're having to go through this right now, but I think that like this is definitely like tailored to more of like, you know, if you're wanting to be like an ascended master, or you know, you've been following, even though you've had all kinds of people trying to throw you around, you still are like this hermit character where you come back to your inner guidance above everything. So they're kind of like, it's interesting though, because, and actually he does have a wand, the hermit, but I think it's more like a walking stick. But like a lot of us have this fiery inner, this strong drive, and even with the star too, it's an interesting mix, because it's sort of like, okay, like I want to trust my inner guidance and go within, but I'm not just here to be a monk. Like there's a knowing that you're like, I'm not going to go in a cave to get enlightened. Like that's not my journey. So I'm trying to like find the balance of like showing up, empowering, not pissing everybody off, like, like, but then going back within and try. I think we're in a space where we're trying to figure that out. Like, how is this supposed to go? All right. I think that's it, because people are getting rude as usual. Just kidding. You guys are nice on here sometimes. I think it's just a lot of us with a lot have dealt with, like been through going through the lion's den kind of. It's like that trust it's hard to come back from. Because if you do want to have like people that you guide, and like there has to be like that rapport that you build with those people. And so why, like people like me, like why I'm going through hazing, like I can't make any sense of it, which I guess is part of it, because they're like, we just want you to ignore it, but it is difficult to move through. All right, I love you guys. Good luck with everything, and I hope this helps somebody. Love y'all. Bye.